goal being women. Was there a tidbit up there that was the most interesting or the most compelling for you?
Well, I already know all the information. I know exactly how much the gate has done. I'm just waiting for announcement. You know, last time I looked, the gate was over $1 million. So now we're going to have more than that. So I'm just waiting to the end part to announce the real big number. But I'm just so excited to be a part of this event and to be headlining. And it's a different time in sports. Women support me. I don't know about the other sports, but I've always felt that people gravitate toward me, but especially women. You know, so to see that it's 71% of women that's going to be in the house, all the single men better show up, man.
The most interesting thing you said, in my opinion, was when you said, "I'm not worried for Lani unless she pushes me to where, you know, you have to take your fight game to another level." Can you unpack a little bit about what you meant by saying that and why it was important to get that out in this setting right here?
I know what I possess. I know how strong I am, how fast I am, how skilled I am. I know my mentality. A lot of people don't have that mentality. And if she can deal with that, with all that I have, she'll be able to push me to go higher. I don't know if she has that, but if she does, I know that I'll go to another level, and that's when you'll see a very, very great fight. But the way that I'm set up and I'm skilled, I don't know if Lani gonna make it past 6.
Do you think that she thinks she can beat you, or she's just happy to be here?
No, she absolutely thinks she can beat me. I can tell. She may be a bit intimidated because I guess I'm intimidating somehow, even with makeup and hair, whatever. I just know that I have an energy about me that's like, anywhere I go, people know, just do not mess with me. I have a look in my eyes that people know I'm not the one to mess with. I'm not the one you try. I'm not the one you test your luck with, you know, and I think people know that, and everybody carry themselves like that around me. And I've never even ran into a stranger who thought that I play games, because I don't. I'm very stern, I'm very strict. I'm 100% about respect, and I take disrespect very bad. So people know. I think I have an energy that says, hey, don't do that. That's not the one. And I think Lani knows that.
Claressa, Kevin Garcia, aka the Puerto Rican KKG. I just wanted to ask you, Claressa. So I heard, obviously, somebody bring up the Laila thing. You came up with that 15 million like that. Do you think that she maybe underpriced herself or took that number out too fast, considering how quickly you came up with that money?
That was Win Records. You know, Win Records is a huge supporter of me, and Papoose is the executive director of Win Records. And when we seen that she said that number, which I was very shocked to still see her even speak of me, because I don't speak of her. I've been let that dream go of fighting her a long, long time ago. But when I seen that, I'm like, you know what? Another golden opportunity to make a fight with me and Leila Ali. So of course I got with Win Records, and Win Records like, listen, we got it. If she won 15 million, we got 15 million. And we were able to produce, and we still have not heard anything back from her. So my focus is still on Lani Daniels this Saturday. Tickets on Ticketmaster, and hopefully Laila and her team, you know, get back with us, because I can be 60, and if one of these young girls come calling me out for 15 million, I'm gonna lace them back up and show them what I can do.
I heard you recently say that 2026 may be the year that you take off to have a baby, right? And
I might.
I talked to Shane Mosley about this fight, potential fight, you and Leila. And he said, well, Leila's going to need like 18 months to train, get back in fight shape. Maybe
You say who said this?
Say again?
You say who said this?
Shane Mosley.
Well, with like all due respect to Shane Mosley,
Sure.
he just said that Terrence Crawford was going to get watched by Canelo. I don't think his word is really worth that much.
Do you think she
at this
needs a
point?
year?
No, she needs till January, February. That's the timeline. She needs 6 to 8 months. She said out her own mouth that she's in shape. She can come back. She told me that I'm too small for her. I'm not skilled enough for her. She punched too hard. And if she comes to get me, I won't be able to keep her off me. So stand on that. Take this 15 million and come get your ass whooped.
Do you think she even wants to fight you, or do you think that she just threw that number out there just to save face?
In a way, sometimes I think she tried to price herself out. But it was like, it's better if she just don't say anything about that. You know, it's better if she say, oh, I'm retired, I'm the best, you know, be on that high and mighty high horse that she's always on, and stay on that. When you get off that high horse and now you realize that you're normal, because you are, she wants to try to make it still seem like she's somewhat relevant in women's boxing, when she's a pioneer, but she's not relevant right now. It's many girls that have come after her, and honestly, you know, people give her props about how she built up women's boxing, and I just don't feel the same way. Like before I came and fought in America on premium cable back in 2017, there wasn't a woman that had fought on TV in 20 years, and that was her and Jackie Frazier being the last women. So it's like, what really did you do for women's boxing? Like, you let it die. You let it die for 20 years, and then I had to come and put in all this extra work to get it to where it is now, which is in a way better space than she left it. She did her work then, but to let something just disappear for 20 years and then think that somebody can just pick it back up and get it there and more, I think that wasn't fair, and I don't think that she was as big as a pioneer in women's boxing as she thinks she was. Because I would never do that. I will pass the torch. Even after I'm done, I'm going to pass the torch to somebody else to carry the sport of women's boxing.
4 now straight fights here in Michigan for you now. What does that kind of mean to be able to continue to build up boxing here around the state of Michigan?
Man, I have the largest fan base here. They always have come and support me. My goal is to fight at T-Mobile Arena, Madison Square Garden, to fight at the Barclays Center. But it's nothing like fighting in Detroit. And I've already fought in Newark, New Jersey. I fought in Verona, New York. I fought at the T-Mobile Arena before, but I wasn't the main event. But fighting here in Detroit is the only place that I get to fight at where I hear them, chant whoop that trick. So I like fighting here in Detroit. I love that it's 15,000 or more fans going to be in the house on Saturday night. And this is my first gate to do over $1 million. So I can't wait to tell you guys the final numbers. But to know that the fans love me that much to come buy their tickets, to fly in and get hotels, it really means a lot to me.
And going back to the face-off there with Daniels, she was having a good time up there flexing and doing everything she could. So what were your thoughts on her? You said you looked confident coming into this. So what's your thoughts on that face-off?
It's all right to be happy. It's all right. She won't be happy after the fight. Maybe she won't. She may. Listen, I think with it, lose, draw, knockout, whatever, Lani's going to be happy. Like, I'm going to knock her down and she's going to be on the ground smiling and get right back up. I'm telling you, like, this girl is, like, insane or something.
Thanks, guys.
You got something?
Yeah. So I know you talked about how boxing has changed your life, and I'm just curious, as you're breaking through all these glass ceilings and reflecting on your career and how you've gotten here, has there been a moment where you felt almost like it wasn't worth continuing? And if so, how did you overcome those moments of, defeat or negative emotions?
I think COVID was one of those moments. Women's boxing took the biggest hit during COVID. Like, we couldn't get any fights. I mean, I had fights that were scheduled, and then I got taken off of the schedule to let men fight. And it happened to where I went off of boxing and I didn't fight for 13 months. So it's like, boxing is how I make my money, how I feed my family, and then COVID, you can't go anywhere. I had 10 people living with me, so it's like I spent $50,000 in almost 2 months during COVID. So to have to deal with that, and I'm very, very picky with my money, it was like, yo, how did I spend $50,000 in 2 months? And I'm giving everybody gas, I'm buying everybody food, I'm Uber. Listen, Uber Eats and DoorDash made a killing off me. I tell you that right now. Whoever came up with that idea made a good 50 bands off me, because I was using Uber Eats every single day, ordering everybody food 3-4 different times a day. And I didn't realize how much money was being spent because we all just had to be locked in the house. So I took the biggest hit then, and that's when I was like, you know what? I think after my third date getting moved and me not being able to get a fight, I was thinking about just like, you know what? I think at the time I was 3-time division world champion. I'm like, you know what? I just go and do something else, or maybe start having my kids and stuff like that. And I was thinking about that back then. And then trying to figure out what happened. Oh, I started doing MMA because they were the only ones that was giving me an opportunity, and they were paying $300K per fight. So that's more than what I was getting paid in boxing at the time. So MMA was hard, but they was paying the money. So I went over there and had me a couple fights. I won 2, and I lost 1 split decision, and the rest is history.
No, I appreciate it. And you're really known for your generous spirit. What does it mean to be able to give back in the ways that you do to your community and to people who need it? How does it feel to give back to the people who truly need it in your community?
I think everyone needs a helping hand. I am happy that I can be that for people. I grew up and I didn't have a lot. you know. And it was times where I felt like I didn't have anything, but I had a grandmother who raised me like I was her daughter, who taught me how to talk, who taught me sign language when she thought I was deaf, and taught me how to play checkers. I mean, I had somebody there to help me, you know. So when it comes to giving back and everything, I just don't want people to feel how I felt that time, you know. When I do the Christmas giveaways because we didn't get the gifts for Christmas. I do Thanksgiving giveaways because after my grandma passed, we all didn't get to have Thanksgiving dinner together because nobody in the family would invite us over, and my mom can't cook, so we didn't get to do that. And even like Easter and stuff, I always felt left out the most during holidays. So now when I get a chance to do that for families, I make sure that they have food, turkeys, coats, hats, you know, cookies, pictures with Santa's, gifts. I like to give back because it really just makes me feel good.
Yeah, I love that answer. And I just want to say, you know, you say you're the GOAT, but honestly, I would say you are the GOAT, like the greatest.
Everybody
of all
keeps
time.
saying that, but I honestly have to say I will always be okay with being the GOAT because the GOAT to me, in my heart and in my spirit, will always be Muhammad Ali. He had that utmost respect from me, and then after the GOAT is the GOAT. So I only take second place to Muhammad Ali and nobody else.
Thank you for your time today.
Yeah.
Thanks,
I always
guys.
see y'all post everything. Y'all post them, I don't even want y'all to post.
Thanks, guys. She's
Every
gonna
day.
do photos now. Thanks, guys, so much.
Yep, we're good.
We're doing photos now.
And is this the photos for the... All right. Thanks, back.